I won't be talking too much. People complain I talk too much. But I want everybody to understand things. So, anyway, I looked at my videos. I never made one of swordfish. Now, I'm talking too much. Well, let me do it. But swordfish is a very delicate piece of fish. You don't want to overcook it, then it's dry. So you have to be very careful. Maybe you could treat it like a piece of medium rare steak. I'm using my salt and pepper mix, sea salt and pepper. I'm going to season both sides. I'm going to put a teaspoon of lemon juice. And swordfish doesn't smell like a lot of fish does. Anyway, now we have all the ingredients right here that I'm going to use. I'm using yam flour because it's a gluten-free recipe for those who don't want to have gluten. You could use other flours, but I just happened to purchase yam flour. Alright, stop talking. In the skillet, tablespoon of butter, tablespoon of oil. Why both? The butter won't burn as fast, for those who don't understand that. I'm going to take the fish, put it into the yam flour, do both sides. I'm going to quickly saute this. And why am I using flour and not just plain pan flour? Because this yam flour, well, I know what white flour does. It gives it a nice crust. So it could be crusty and still be rare. Make sure you have plenty on there. Pat it. You don't want too much. And then the skillet is getting hot. Take the fish. It's still a little damp, so put some more. And voila. Now I have to put the pan on. And I'm going to keep this on so you see how long it takes to cook the fish. That's about an inch thick, or maybe more. They usually cut them about the same. Now I have to use the rear flame because it's right under the exhaust, and if I don't do that and I use it up front, the alarm system will go off. Well, now I can talk because I'm keeping this on. So you see how long it's taking me to cook it. The rest of everything, I'm going to take that out after I turn it over for a few more minutes, and all of this is going to go into the pan. I'm going to saute that. Just keep looking at the fish, don't worry. And I'm going to deglaze it with a little brandy. I can't just cook the fish plain, that's just not me. And if anybody doesn't like the recipe and they give me a thumbs down, let's hear their explanation why. I get thumbs down on recipes, but nobody has the balls to give a reason why, because then I can come back to their complaint. And sometimes I think it's because people are jealous. If a lot of people like my recipe and I get a couple of thumbs down, I kind of ignore it. So remember, this is swordfish. Yeah, that's more than a thick, inch thick. That looks about an inch, and you know what? I'm going to measure it now. Because the thickness is very important. I don't mind if this gets a little messed up. Yeah, that's about an inch and a half. Because of course an inch piece is going to cook faster than an inch and a half piece. Actually, that's an inch and a quarter. I'm using butter. It's browning anyway, but not as much. Turn this over. Lean the pan away so you don't splatter yourself. That's another hint. That is why I like putting some kind of flour on fish. Because that's going to be a little crunchy with the softness of the fish. So the time that we spent cooking the first side, you could check on the video and just measure it. The same time will be spent on this side, so I will shut the film off. So now that about the same time, you can see a little pink right there. See how it's rare? Now you want to take it out. And it's nice and stiff. Whoa, swordfish is always stiff. And into here, let's put the mushrooms, the shallots. Even though I said a quarter of a cup of shallots, that one shallot made a little bit more. And since I love shallots, I'll use them all. And there goes the alarm. Well, I knew the alarm would go off. This place where we're living right now, while our house is being rebuilt, has 2 smoke alarms. And when I saute something, they usually go off unless I have the fan on high like this. So I'm going to saute that for just a couple of minutes and put the fish back in and present the plate. And let's look at the fish. You know, when you touch a steak, it has almost the same feel. And I know that it's a little rare, dead center. Into this, I'm going to put the cognac. Alcohol is gone. I have to take a towel and fan both of the sensors in order for them to stop. A drop more butter. Put many things in here, but I put things that always work well together, like mushrooms, shallots, and garlic. They work with everything, just about. And the cognac or brandy, you don't have to use it. Since it's steaming, my alarm won't go off again. Now, I'm going to set up the plate and I'm going to cut into the fish, show you what it should look like. And I'm serving this on a bed of cracked corn and kale. Let me take it out, because that's it. Plate is done. The fan goes off. Put the plate right here. Take a look at that. I'll take a fork. Good look at that. What I have to do is just put a little more salt on it. Nice flavor. And this is a little pink. That's just so juicy. If you find that it's just a little bit too pink for you, just put it back in the skillet for a minute. So it's hard to judge it. If you want, you cut the fish in half, but not all the way through. It opens up, you look at it, it's too pink, just put it back. When you serve it, turn it over. No one will know that you just cut the fish. Hope you enjoy. Now, see, I cut it in half. I'm half finished eating it. That's the color you want. It is juicy, not dried out. So just see that. Let me get closer. See the pink in there? That's perfect. It is really good.